Hey everyone, it's Kevin from getkevinsight.com. So, more of a development on this sleep study, sleep apnea issue that I have. So, what happened was I had gone with this one company to get the all my needs taken care of for my sleep apnea, which I know I have because I keep waking up exhausted. I've had this for years and finally I'm taking care of it. So I went through this one company, and what happened was that I had to get an endoscopy done in my nose, which they did, and that was my first visit. Then, um, then I was supposed to get a CT scan done, and I was like, okay, well, that seems interesting. I mean, it just seems like things were adding on and adding on and adding on. And although I want this to be taken care of correctly, I also don't have thousands and thousands of dollars that I can just spend, you know, right away. So, or ever, you know. So, what was really interesting is that my scheduled CT scan was yesterday. And this weekend, I was at a wedding for my cousin. And so when I was there, that company called me to say that there was a family emergency and that doctor that was going to do the CT scan was no longer available, and he wouldn't be available for like 2 weeks. So they had to reschedule. Fine. So I get home and everything's good. I just started waking up even more exhausted. So today I'm at work, and I suddenly my guides in my head suddenly showed me the bill that I was just sent by that company, and it was like $440. And I was kind of taken aback by it because I have a decent insurance at the moment for health insurance. And I was like, that seems like a lot. Like, why would that be that much for a first visit? I mean, I can understand the nasal endoscopy, but the visit itself was like $200, which was bizarre because I'm like, that should have been pretty much covered. So after the CT scan was rescheduled, I decided today, I kind of felt an uneasy feeling, and my guides showed me the bill in my head, and I was like, okay, well, something feels wrong. I go online, I'm looking up the company, and it's like a multi-billion-dollar company that likes to upsell everything, meaning that they will continue to throw things at you to try before they actually get to the real problem. This worried me, and I was like, oh, geez, multi-billion-dollar companies only looking to make money. And I started like thinking, okay, well, this could be a huge issue, and why I was forced to pay as much as I was for the visit. And I looked up, and I even found that this company also changes codes so that it changes things enough where the patient has to pay more money than they would have originally. Big red flags was like, I don't want any part in this. I don't feel good about this. And I don't want to be strung along paying money upon, charges that I don't need to be paying. So I immediately was like, there's a reason why that doctor had to cancel. And had I done the CT scan yesterday, I wouldn't have thought of this until today when it popped in my head. So I would have already done the CT scan and had to pay a ton out of pocket for that too, I'm sure. So I was grateful to my guides for putting that in my mind. They're always helping us. They're always giving us information if we just listen and take that advice. When you feel a drop in your gut saying, this doesn't feel right, it's probably because it isn't. So after canceling, I made an appointment with an ENT that I knew, and his office that I knew, and I am going with that, which my appointment is now August. So all I'm saying is, listen to what your guides are telling you. Listen to those gut feelings that you have. Because if it doesn't feel right, you need to re-examine it. Because the answer is probably right in front of you if you do a little digging, right? So anyway, just a wild and crazy adventure this is. So I'm out $440, and that's not great, and it's upsetting, but because it's a lot of money. But it was a expensive mistake, but could have been an even more expensive mistake had I continued on with that company. Anyway, so you live and you learn, and you move forward, and that's what I'm doing. Anyway, that's my update right now, and I will talk to you soon. If this resonated, if you're going through something like this and it resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe anyway. And look, watch all my videos and all my shorts and everything. I have so much information. Anyway, you have an amazing day. All right, take care. Bye.